Hey guys, alright? Welcome everyone. The story takes place in Sweetwater, an island surrounded by a vast lake. Initially, we see two men, Shane and Trig, in an isolated cabin by the lake, far from the city. They are producing illegal substances, trying to pack everything hurriedly, as they fear the arrival of the police. Soon, a police car appears, bringing Sheriff Williams and Officer Farmer, who surround the cabin. Shane tries to fight back, but the officer stuns him with a taser. Even so, Shane and Trig manage to escape. Running towards the lake, Trig is cornered, and while Shane tries to escape through the water, he drops a package of the illegal substance. A huge crocodile swimming nearby snatches the package, attracted by the smell. Before he can cross, Shane is spotted by the officer, who tries to detain him and asks him to surrender. However, the crocodile, now even more aggressive due to the alteration it suffered from ingesting the drug, attacks Shane, as it is drawn to the remaining substance he carries. Meanwhile, Trig, who was subdued by the other officer, sees the crocodile advancing. He tries to warn him, but it's too late, and the creature attacks the officer, killing him. Thus, Trig manages to escape but ends up dropping another package of illegal substances on the ground. Quickly, we realize that the crocodile seems to have interest only in the drug packages. The scene cuts to an office, where we meet Mayor Jensen and two hunters, whom the mayor hired to destroy the creature before the tourists arrive in town. Jensen wants to keep the attack a secret until Memorial Day weekend, a major celebration on the island, but hides from the hunters how big and dangerous the animal is. The scene returns to the lake, where Sheriff Williams waits for his two companions arriving by boat. One of them, Dante, gets off and greets him, calling him Dad. Dante is a renowned agent known for dismantling illegal substance labs, and he is there to assist in the crocodile hunt. Williams praises him and thanks him for his contribution, also mourning the death of Officer Farmer, who was like family to them. The two discuss the possibility of finding an illegal substance lab in the area and head to Grad's bar, where the mayor is hosting a party. On the way, they debate whether the animal is just a drug-addicted crocodile or an extraordinary creature. Williams claims he saw the animal and that it is gigantic, far from being a common crocodile. Dante reflects that if the animal survived the consumption of so many illegal substances, it would be in a state of extreme euphoria, possibly under induced psychosis. They agree that the task will be to find the illegal substance lab and stop the crocodile before it attacks again. Meanwhile, Bithlo is lurking near the lake, following the creature's growl, unaware of the real danger ahead. Williams and Dante arrive at the mayor's party and are greeted with applause. Dante tries to talk about the danger, but is interrupted by the mayor, who steps aside to speak to a woman. Williams goes out to make a call to Bithlo, who spotted the creature through his drone. However, the crocodile snatches the drone, causing him to lose sight of the animal. In a hurry, Bithlo gathers his things and tries to flee but encounters the crocodile. In a failed attempt to distract it, Bithlo throws food to the animal, which seems uninterested except for the illegal substances. On the phone, Williams asks Bithlo to return unscathed to the island. The story unfolds with increasing tension as the team faces the challenge of stopping the increasingly violent and drug-addicted creature before it causes a catastrophe on the island. Meanwhile, at Grad's bar, Dante reunites with Anna, his best friend and former police officer, who now works at the bar. They haven't seen each other in a long time and exchange glances, laughter, and casual conversation until Grady, Anna's adoptive father, sees them and is very excited about Dante's presence. Shortly after, Williams returns to the bar, where Grady and Mayor Jensen offer their condolences for the loss of his companion, Officer Farmer. However, Williams insists on the need to eliminate the terrible creature that threatens the island, but Mayor Jensen is firm in emphasizing the importance of that weekend for the local economy, as the island would be full of tourists who significantly contribute to the region. Jensen tries to reassure him, claiming he hired a pair of professional hunters to deal with the crocodile, but Williams remains concerned, finding the decision risky. Meanwhile, near the lake, the hunters arrive armed with a shotgun and a rifle. The atmosphere is tense. When the creature finally appears, they, frightened, begin to shoot and try to run back to the boat. However, a woman trips and falls, and as her colleague tries to help her, he is not quick enough. Then, the monstrous crocodile attacks both of them, leaving none alive. Back at the bar, Bithlo arrives, safe and sound, and greets Dante excitedly. Still shaken, he recounts what he witnessed, and the two agree to hunt the crocodile that night. Anna, who overhears the conversation, insists on joining them, claiming she has personal reasons and that she was the best officer in her class. Sheriff Williams initially refuses, saying he doesn't want civilians involved, but Anna is persistent and convinces them that they may need all the help they can get. Excited to get back in action, she informs Grady that she will help the sheriff without revealing the real reason. As the tourists start to arrive on the island and occupy the pier and areas around the lake, we see a house in a more upscale part of the island where a group of friends is in an improvised illegal substance lab. Some girls are having fun while Daryl and Craig stash the packages. Daryl grabs a bag with the substances and, while passing by the girls, drops one of the packages into the water. He and Craig stash the rest in the kayak. Without realizing it, the crocodile was already sniffing out the dropped package. A friend tries to warn them about the rumors of the creature, but Daryl ignores the warning. Next, the crocodile breaks into the house, causing destruction and attacking everyone who tries to defend themselves. Daryl manages to flee and hides in a cell tower, but the crocodile catches him, destroying the tower, and this completely interrupts communications on the island. The police regroup after the incident, and Bithlow shows one of the creature's teeth, leaving everyone surprised and frustrated to realize that the island is now completely isolated, with no radio or cell phone communication. Now that they know the creature is addicted to illegal substances and will do anything to satisfy its addiction, they try to devise a definitive plan to eliminate the threat. Grady, who secretly overhears everything, decides to offer his help, revealing a powerful arsenal he had kept hidden. Meanwhile, Mayor Jensen is in the center of the island, watching a band, when the police arrive to discuss with him the need to keep everyone at home for safety. Dante and Jensen clash over the issue, but the mayor refuses to halt the events and insists that the police should merely do their job. At that moment, a loud explosion is heard in the distance, coming from the pier. It seems the crocodile has found the illegal substance lab and is causing even more destruction. Soon, the police leave to resolve the problem, while Anna heads to Grad's bar to speak with her father, Grady, about any suspicious guests. Grady mentions a man who recently checked in and appeared nervous and upset. Anna asks which room and heads toward it. Meanwhile, Williams confronts Mayor Jensen and accuses him of being bribed by traffickers to maintain the drug business on the island, but Jensen does not relent. At Grad's bar, the crocodile finds Trig but backs off when it does not find what it was looking for. Anna arrives at the room just then and knocks on the door, asking him to open it. Suddenly, the crocodile returns, and amidst the screams, devours Trig. Anna breaks down the door and sees the room completely destroyed, with a huge hole in the wall left by the creature. She runs to warn the police, who shoot at the crocodile, making it retreat back toward the lake. They return to the room to search for clues about the main drug lab, but find nothing. Later, Dante and Bithlow arrive at a party around a bonfire, where they find Tucker, a friend of Bithlow. However, they quickly realize that the party involves a competition, and Dante ends up challenged to face Buck in a slap bet. With provocations and pointers from Bithlow, Dante manages to defeat Buck, leaving him angry. After the victory, Dante asks Tucker for information about the lab, and he hesitates but eventually agrees to take them there that night. At dawn, they arrive near a swamp in Moccasin Wallow, a difficult-to-access area on the island. To reach the site, they have to use a zip line. Bithlow goes first, followed by Dante, and lastly, Tucker. However, the zipline stops, and they realize Tucker has tricked them, taking them to a quicksand area instead of the lab. At that moment, the crocodile emerges, and in a panic, Tucker shoots at it, further irritating the creature, which devours him, cutting the zipline and dropping Dante and Bithlow to the ground. Fortunately, the two manage to escape. At Grad's bar, Mayor Jensen, frustrated with the situation, is drinking, feeling responsible for the possible deaths of the police officers. Upon leaving, he decides to go to the swamp with a quantity of illegal substances, planning to lure the crocodile and eliminate it with a submachine gun. Nearby, Dante and Bithlow hear a noise and discuss whether they should return to the city or cross the swamp in search of the lab. They find a radio and contact a boat, asking Leon for help. Meanwhile, the mayor provokes the crocodile in the swamp, disregarding the risk. Williams and Anna arrive to help him, but cannot prevent the mayor's death or the creature's escape. On Leon's boat, Dante and Bithlow find a body in the swamp and decide to return to Grad's bar. There, they discuss a plan to lure the crocodile to the quicksand in Moccasin Wallow, suspecting that the drug lab might be in that area, the only place not yet searched. They arm themselves with equipment provided by Grady and set off with Leon. Upon arriving at the site, Dante assigns tasks. Soon, they discover a destroyed underground lab, larger than they imagined. Biflo turns on the ventilation, releasing the smell from the underground and attracting the crocodile. When the creature arrives, they use all the weaponry they have, and Dante, close to the animal, shoots a missile directly into its mouth, causing a huge explosion. Dante survives, and everyone believes they have finally defeated the crocodile. Later, Williams is proud of his son, and Biflo congratulates him before heading out to find a piece of the creature to keep as a trophy. However, upon reaching the site, he realizes that the crocodile has shed its skin, and quickly tries to alert the others on the radio, but everyone is celebrating in town and does not hear him. The crocodile appears in town, causing panic and destruction. It advances toward Williams, who has no time to escape. Dante, in shock, cannot answer Anna's questions about what happened to his father. Dante, Anna, and Biflo get into a boat and lament the loss of Williams. Dante then takes a quantity of drugs and sets a trap for the creature near the fireworks used in the party. Grady and Anna wait for the right moment to fire the cannon and activate the fireworks, but they are forced to move out of the crocodile's path. The animal enters the prepared area, and Dante attracts it with gunfire. When the crocodile approaches, a massive explosion occurs, scattering pieces of the creature. Dante jumps into the lake, and Anna tries to contact him on the radio but receives no response. Biflo finds him unconscious, and Anna manages to save him. The next day, together, they mourn the loss of their companions but celebrate what seems to be the end of the nightmare that terrorized the small island of Sweetwater.